Every team trains hard. Every team prepares to win. But when U.S. Army soldiers take the field, it's best if the other guys don't bother showing up. See if you have what it takes at goarmy.com/team.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
As a millennial, for me, it's all about the mobile.
And I'm somewhere in between. I still do everything online or through an ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County.
Take advantage of our low mortgage rates, including 60-day rate lock and no cost to you. Purchase or refinance your home today.
Kern Schools, together we have something special.
Now a new player going in for him. Caden Dearmore comes in, so Donta Mason gets his first rest. Walker trying to thread the needle. Ooh, and at the very last second gets bailed out by Dearmore's foul, but Walker taking a lot of risks out in the open floor. Talented kid, great vision, but I think just to slow it down just a little bit as we see Harold Hartridge come in. 22-10, 6.5 to go here in the first half. Ridgeview up over the Vikings at West. Set play to get the ball to Hartridge in the corner, but it's back in Walker's hands. Oh, lazy pass somehow gets in the hands of Ziegler. He can't make the shot. Big rebound by Sarton. Here come the Vikings, but it's 1-on-4. Oh, and it's a bad pass. Coach Hammond's seen enough, said. Adrian Daniels going back in. Sarton was in for about 20 seconds, threw the ball away. Coach Hammond said, if I can't trust my point guards with the basketball, I got to make a quick change. It's not like the center or the forward. If it's my guy running the offense and he's tossing it away, got to make a change. Long three gets put up by number 3, Harold Hartridge, and he drops in a big bucket. That makes it a 15-point lead right now for the Wolfpack. Dearmore shot. Now it's Walker. Offensive foul on the pass. So Rohan Walker called for the charge after the pass. Bucket not good. So great job by the Vikings to stand in there and take a big charge.
Yeah, that was a tweener. You know what I mean? It could have gone either way. And I think it was it's got to be great for Coach Ty Hammond to find a spark plug to get back in there. A little frustrating for Coach Mike Martin as he's trying to make a run right now.
25-10. Ridgeview up by 15. Gonzalez to the elbow. Gonzalez comes in and he gets fouled. He'll shoot 2. Foul's going to be on Malik Alvarez. Oh, sorry, Jim and Tara for on the foul. So at the line, Gonzalez, 6 foot, 190-pound junior, sweet stroke. He'll play a small forward at times, also plays out on the wing, predominantly a guard. Misses the second, but we have a whistle. Dante Mason gets called for the foul. A shove down on the block during the free throw. Adrian Daniels having to guard Ziegler. Ziegler, some sweet action there. Now he threads the needle, has some guys wide open, and there's one of them, and a big dunk by Nick Edwards. So Nick Edwards is 4 points, both of them dunks.
Wow. And Ziegler with some slick moves. And the big thunder dunk.
Shot put up by Dearmore, ill-advised. Ziegler threads the needle again. And a pass out to Walker. Walker puts it up, and that goes. All of a sudden, a 19-point lead.
Trying to keep up with all these points right here, VP.
Do your gig, man. We got it. The long three gets put up, and I mean it's a long one put up by Davis. As we're going to see Knox come back in for Dearmore, 30-11. Coach Martin has his Wolfpack really in a nice groove right now. They're comfortable, confident, as we're going to see Aaron Porter go back in. Mason called for the traveling, and Dante's going to come back out. Here comes Aaron Porter. Ziegler with the long pass to Jim Montera. Shot goes up by Hartridge. No good. Rebound, Vikings. .408 remaining here in this first half. Now we see Abni Desi back in. So they go from one threat to another. Walker, who's playing great, comes
Big
out.
Energy, yeah,
and they go back in with Desi, who can drop a bomb at any time from any range with his great shooting stroke. And now we see a timeout by Coach Hammonds. And Coach says, I want to talk to just a couple players. You assistant coaches talk to the rest of the squad. So Coach Hammonds, a fantastic player. I coached him at BC. Great guard, unbelievable shooter, superior basketball mind while he's on the floor. So he's talking to his guards like only he can. Coach Martin's got his whole squad over there. And not a long timeout chat for him. He just said, hey, keep doing what you're doing. It's 30-11 right now. Ridgeview's up, and his players are already back on the floor.
Let's put it all into perspective who Coach Hammond is talking to. He's talking to his sophomore guard, and he's talking to his freshman guard.
Exactly.
He's talking to some young talent, and he brought that up to both you and I, some young guys that he has to deal with, and he's getting in their face right now, and he's challenging them right now, but he has some top talent that he's working with right there.
I love him. Love Ty Hammonds. Big block. Jim and Terry out on the fast break. Who's he got? Oh, man, he has it tattooed on the glass by Knox. And fouled on the shot is Oscar Gonzalez. He'll shoot two. Goodness. How about Knox? The 6'2", 170-pounder comes in and just tattoos that ball against the glass.
just after Nick Edwards had his own block on the other side of the court. Two great defensive players back-to-back with great plays right there.
Both free throws made for the Vikings. They can use all of those, huh?
Absolutely.
Still a 17-point lead for the Wolfpack. Partridge has it down in the corner. Look at this, a wide open look for Edwards. Doesn't go. Rebound Porter. 3.5 to go in this first half. Vikings having a tough time scoring so far. Davis comes in, lays it up. Oh, goodness, would have been a great shot. Now he comes up and has it. Oh, doesn't go in again. Nick Edwards making his presence known on defense too. Jim and Terry goes up. No call, follow, no good, and it's finally put back in by Harold Partridge.
And they're crashing the boards pretty effectively.
They sure are, Kyle.
And just to follow up on that and keep those hustle plays going.
Daniels feeds down low to Porter. They're going to say 3 seconds in the key, and it's second time now.
Yeah.
AP's been called for 3 seconds in the key. He's got a mismatch, right? He's got a mouse in the house, and it's so delectable to be able to stand down there and know when that ball comes down, I'm going to score, but you got to just make sure you step out of the key, man. One more foot, and you're going to be okay.
And you know, as a big fellas thrive and working on that footwork and working on their post game. It's just not sitting there and waiting for the ball to come to them. Sometimes it is, but every now and again, he's got to work to get open and not just stand there stagnant.
Pass down the sidelines. Oh, what a great steal by Malik Alvarez. Ball's in the corner to Knox. He puts it up and it goes. There's a nice three right there. Walker comes in, lays it up, doesn't go. Rebound Porter. Fast break in Knox's hands again. He comes up and lays it in. Wow, what a game. What a game by A. Knox, and Mike Martin's seen enough. Avron Knox starting to play some serious hoop down there. 2:20, and it's still a 14-point lead, but Coach Martin does not like what he sees in his transition defense. And both of these coaches having some discussions with their players here in the first half. Wow, what a great start to our 2018 boys basketball season. We're at West High School. The Vikings hosting the Wolfpack of Ridgeview. SYL league game. Ridgeview 7-10 overall. Tough preseason. They're 1-0 in league. The Vikings 10-5 overall. 0-1 in league. Friday night will be at BHS. Centennial boys at BHS boys. Thursday night, Kyle and the incomparable Rick Hutchins will be out at Arvin for Shafter Arvin soccer, girls and boys. Be foggy out there, Kyle. Drive safe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ziegler being roughed up by Knox. And I can't believe we're not in the double bonus yet because they had so many so early, but they are in the bonus.
I will say this, all the attention goes to Ziegler. His ball handling, his ability to create plays and make plays. He's done a pretty good job right here, and he's going to go to the line, but they're always trying to commit one or two players to him to try and slow him down and make others make plays, and that they have.
Lavelle Ziegler, just under 23 points a game, 7 assists, 5 boards, but as we've noted already, what he does with the basketball to draw the attention to him ends up having guys underneath the hole for slam dunks on a full court press break.
Yeah, absolutely.
Vikings moving the ball around. Porter has it down low. They get it to Mason. Mason comes in. Strong move. Throws it all to the glass. Gets his own rebound. Hard putback. Can't get it to go. Coach Martin said, hey, my guy got bumped 5 yards.
I mean, we talked about it pregame. We were talking about, Orlando Woolridge and some of the great strength guys. That's Charles Oakley right there. You brought that up. That is a man right there making his presence known and presence felt.
In the first round of the playoffs in football, we were up at Scotland Yard.
Yep.
Highland with a magical season. And West quietly marches their way to the playoffs. And it starts off, first pass of the football game is a pick six by Dante Mason. And this bucket counts. as Porter stood under there to think he was going to take a charge. But the bucket counts.
Sometimes as a big man, I think
You're too big.
Look at his wingspan. Just stand straight up and put your hands straight up and let him try and get a shot over the top of you rather than take that charge right there.
Edwards.
Hartridge.
And Walker have done the bulk of the scoring for the Wolfpack. Good hustle down there by Knox, try to make that steal, but it's going to be Wolfpack ball, 132. The great Nick Onaindia helping out the officials.
Dean of Students at West High.
My goodness.
Where he attended.
He needs to work out and get in shape. Onaindia is slacking. How about Knox? Another great move. Boy, oh boy, what a first half he's had. Walker drawing some friction all the way down the floor, and that's going to be another out-of-control play by the uber-talented Rohan Walker, and he is having a quick chat with Harold Hartridge. I just think if he were just to take it down one gear, he's still going to be dangerous and effective.
We'll expand his vision base, too. I think he really gets kind of tunnel vision when he gets out there, one-sided. He's got to be able to look at his peripheral vision and be able to see the whole floor, not just a portion of where he's running to.
Back into the ball game, Desi comes in.
Look at their spine. Someone extra, almost two guys. He's breaking the triple team.
With a great pass to Jamal Chase, and even with Dante Mason reaching out over, it's in. Knox has it up top. 18-point lead for the Wolfpack right now, under a minute to go in the first half. Sarton over to Porter. Porter takes a look for three. The big fella can't get it to go. A rebound Wolfpack. Shot clock's off, and Ziegler pulls it out. Coach Martin making his call. Sarton on Ziegler. And a foul with 12 seconds.
5 seconds.
Oh, they called the 5-second call.
Wow.
Coach Martin thought he was well within regulation with a defender on him.
And he was making a drive to the hoop. That's a tough call to make right there.
Shot goes up. Rattles doesn't go, and here comes
traveling right there.
A travel call, so shot wouldn't have counted. 39-21.
I think they're going to add time. Right here. I think he traveled before the ball went up, so they're going to figure out where the ball is going to be.
I like it. It's great officiating. That's what we saw. Sometimes the ref will just kind of let it go out, play out, but that's what we saw.
Do they get one untimed down?
Yeah, this is it. Well, they're going to give him.
No, they give him a second. I think they're going to.
They're going to try to work on it. It's going to have to be. You have to lob it up to Porter or Mason. One of those two. Just throw it up in there. Oh, 0.8 seconds. They can get a shot off.
Yep.
They're looking for Coach Hammonds. And the lead official looking for the head coach. They said, hey, he went to the restroom. He thought the half was over, then went to the restroom. 0.8 seconds. Can they get it up? Mason launches it, and it is, off of the Valley Championship tennis banner. So 39-21 at the half. We'll take a quick break. We've got a couple of discussion points that Kyle and I will bring up at halftime, but at the moment, we're going to take a quick timeout.
Every team trains hard. Every team prepares to win. But when U.S. Army soldiers take the field, it's best if the other guys don't bother showing up. See if you have what it takes at goarmy.com/team.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
As a millennial, for me, it's all about the mobile.
And I'm somewhere in between. I still do everything online or through an ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County.
Take advantage of our low mortgage rates, including 60-day rate lock and no cost to you. Purchase or refinance your home today.
Kern Schools, together we have something special.
This is where we're going to train the kids to actually get jobs in the industry. We're going to give them the basic tools that they need, also the skills that they need to understand where they fit into the industry.
All the animated things, because we have everything that we need in the scenes.
They are learning the principles of animation, Photoshop. They're learning how to animate in 2D and 3D. And when you swap to that shape, then you're just going to drag these over here.
The storyboard aspect of creating basically the skeleton of the story, and then just sort of directing people in my vision of what I want in the story. And it's also giving me the advantage of Mr. Pollard, since he's worked at so many companies, being able to put it in my resume and be like, this is the art direction I've received.
We're learning a lot about how mobile apps are made, the programming and coding that goes into it, along with the time and effort. Along with that is also the entrepreneurship of the class, learning how to run our own business.
We're also learning basic marketing skills, people skills, graphic design, and social media marketing so that they can freelance, they can work on their own, they can apply for a job, they can go to BC or Cal State or any other university who offers programs that are specific within the mobile app development concentration or business concentration.
With my future and career, I do plan on being somewhat of an entrepreneur, owning my own business, sort of a clothing brand line. And so this will definitely help me out with possibly an app for my company, and the entrepreneur part helping me be able to run my business as smoothly as I can make it go.
Right now we're learning the different roles, what a game designer is, what they do, and how video games are made, and how to deconstruct them.
We're also going to be teaching the hard skills, which includes learning the Unreal Engine. And what the Unreal Engine is it's a game development tool that students will be able to use to make their very own video games. And this is something that actually industry professionals use every day to make some of the top-selling games. They're all the same size. You're all on the same plane. There's no undulating terrain or anything like that.
Our instructor, he's really amazing. He encourages everybody. He's really fun, and he makes learning fun. So they've got top-of-the-line computers here, and they're set up to excel. I would be surprised if other students their age coming out of high school would have anywhere near the level of expertise that these guys are going to have.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm having a great chat with the head basketball coach for the Bakersfield College Renegades men's team, Rich Hughes. Tomorrow night, they'll be in action to start their league game against L.A. Pierce. And he's here to watch a ton of these talented players. 39-21, 18-point lead at the half for the Wolfpack of Ridgeview High. I'm Vance Palm, joined by Kevin Willie, Kyle Wiley. Kyle, your thoughts on the first half?
Excellent job by Ridgeview Wolfpack. And I know we talked about this player all night, and he may not have had the gaudy points, but he is the one that made the Wolfpack go through his ability to break the press, his ability to pass the ball. He had a few jump shots, but we've seen him drive the whole length of the floor, beat a triple team, pass the ball off for a dunk on breaking the press break. So Lavelle Ziegler is living up to the hype, and I think, you look at the SYL and look at the competition in there, he's got to be one of the forerunners for player of the year in that league because he is that dynamic of a player as they're up to an 18-point league. For West High, I think they need to find someone who can hit that outside bucket, that outside shot. I know that Coach Hammond's offense is predicated around perimeter scoring, and last year we were able to see the likes of Austin Contreras get hot and all that stuff. I just don't think they found that this year. So
we have seen the West High Vikings be down big before and end up in overtime.
Yeah.
And the leading scorer for Ridgeview, having said all that, is Sean Gimentera. He started off hot.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
A couple of big buckets and a three, but we've also seen some great play out of Avron Knox, and he has 9 for the West High School Vikings. So, to your point, we don't have that standout player yet for the Vikings that we go, oh, that's the guy.
Yeah.
Where we have it in Ridgeview with Ziegler and his supporting cast of Banks, Walker, Hartridge, Edwards. This is a really nice basketball
team. We saw
team.
Desi come in and hit a big three.
Never surprises us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we're about to start the second half. Nick Ellis also here in the house with us, taking some great photos.
Doing great work for the Kern High Network. Appreciate his services. One thing about this Ridgeview Wolfpack team, if you look back at their record, I mean, they lose on a buzzer beater to BHS to start the season. They've lost a ton of tight-knit ball games, and looking at their record, it's like they lose by 1. And it's not against Division 4 or 5. It's Division 1 team. So that 7-10 record, Coach Mike Martin's gotten them geared up for greatness.
Second half underway. Wolfpack dropping back in his zone. Mason tried to give it to Porter. Here's a fast break. Ziegler on his own. Goes up, lays it up, and it will be a foul called from the far side. And the official quickly letting Coach Martin know, hey, I didn't see it, couldn't see it. That's why I didn't make the call. But either way, the speed of Lavelle Ziegler. Wow. And now he's at the line. See if he can convert a three-pointer, which he does. What a stroke. A 21-point lead.
And they're going to give Porter that shot. Good little move for him.
That sure is. He said, okay, I'm not going to take the 18-footer, but I'm going to take the 2-footer. Get ready.
Ooh,
contact. And now we get it on the ground. The call. Dante Mason having a quick chat with the officials. And that foul is going to be on Knox. Great storyline. Father-son officiating.
Yeah.
2/3 of the father-son of the officiating team is a father-son team. I'll let Kyle wax eloquence on that in just a moment. Gimentera, inbounds pass. Ziegler pulls the trigger, and he'll shoot 3. I think. Yep. Dante Mason with the push. Oh, it was not on the shot, though. And Harold Hartridge says, huh? Wait a minute.
Tried to figure out what happened. Was it before the shot? I don't know. So.
And he and Mason are buddies. They give each other a little dap. Said, hey, I got you. Ziegler. The long three gets put up, and it is dropped by Jaden Banks. This sophomore transfer came back from Las Vegas. And just dominant performance tonight by the Wolfpack. Banks tips it over to Hartridge on the steal, and now it's a 23-point deficit and an errant one-handed pass by Sarton. And right now, Coach Hammonds and his coaching staff letting the Vikings feel the pain. Give and go to Ziegler, down low, 25 points now.
And everything you want in a kind of a combo guard. He's right and he's left right there. And he's doing everything right for these Ridgeview Wolfpack.
Mason tried to save it. Now
Great
it's a
pass.
long pass up front, and it's saved and ball knocked out of bounds. So with 5:55 to go in the third quarter, a 25-point lead for the Wolfpack. It's all Ridgeview right now, as we're about to see Dejon Wells come in for Dante Mason. Oof. And another three dropped in by Harold Hartridge, the Tony's Pizza player of the game tonight.
It's going to be tough.
Who knows? Oh, great pass down low, and that didn't take long. Wells is in the game for about 10 seconds as we see Greg McCall and his son come in, and Earl Hawkins from CSUB Roadrunner legend.
Special year last year watching Justin McCall play for the Ridgeview Wolfpack.
He's in the house. Hartridge working it up the far side. The long three by Jim and Terra, nobody on him. Literally, there was no one within 15 feet of him. $29-point lead. Big block, and here comes the Wolfpack down the far side. Hartridge again. Now Hartridge lays it up off the glass, doesn't go, but the putback by Nick Edwards, and Mike Martin calls the timeout. He wants his guys to rest. They're up 31. 4:42 remains in the third quarter.
Man, it was only about a 10-point difference at halftime, and they're already up 31 right now.
Below me, some basketball royalty. Greg McCall, his young son, all saying hi to Rich Hughes.
Remember the All-Star game, him doing that windmill 360 right there, brought the house down.
100,000 Twitter hits in about 1 minute. So right now, a teaching moment for Coach Hammonds and his Vikings. At home, down 31 with 4:42 to go in the third. This could get even more out of hand here if the Vikings don't really muscle up on defense, and then take care of the ball when they've got it. Long three, back of the rim, doesn't go, rebound Knox. Big foul, big contact, so it'll be Dejon Wells that will go to the line.
And it's a growing moment for the likes of, you see number 21, Adrian Daniels. That was one of his top guards coming into the game tonight, and he's had a rough go at it tonight, and I know this is a real growing moment for him as he's got to sit and kind of watch and see what's going on. And it's tough when you're down to be the best teammate you possibly can be.
Adrian Gonzalez will come back. Oscar Gonzalez comes back in, as well as John Davis. Both free throws missed, but rebounded. Quick pass down low, and Knox again. Knox has got a ton of points for the Vikings. Ziegler has the ball blocked up against the glass. Great play by Davis. Here comes the freshman. stolen by Ziegler in the open court. 1-on-3. Ziegler says, I got it. I'll stop. I'll come in. And he's hit and fouled hard from behind by Wells.
Always under control. He didn't have to rush up a layup. He just stopped, dribbled around, got the shot he wanted to make, and solid player.
He'll shoot 2 as we will see Desi come back into the game. He comes in for Rohan Walker. Ziegler makes it 58-27. Back to that 31-point lead. Knox. Ridgeview back in the man. Knox has the ball stolen. Oh, it goes off of the Wolfpack. Now we're going to see Nathaniel Alvarez come back in. And he comes in for Wells. Porter up. Great defense down there by Edwards, and a foul.
Looks like it's called jump ball right here.
Oh, they call possession arrow underneath the hole.
Got to give it up to Edwards. He's fighting stronger in there. Porter's got the size advantage on him, and he's still. But the one thing that Edwards have, I think he's got the leaping advantage on him as he explodes up there for the rebound.
Bad inbounds pass. Vikings will get it. 3:26 remain in the third quarter. Coach Martin calls a timeout. Let's talk about this officiating story that we have, and we can talk K-Dub 1 through it.
Well, K-Dub 1, if you go over to the head official, Alan Holmes, right there with the ball, he's been a long-time official. He started in Santa Maria. That's where I got to know him when I was in second grade, and lifelong family friend, great guy, one of the best officials that we have. And if you go right over here to this official in the middle, his son Jeremy right here has actually turned into a pretty dang good official himself.
Sure,
and we saw him at the Independence BHS girls game. They call it a great game on there, and it's really cool to see both of them kind of grow up. And you know, Jeremy looks to his dad for advice and all that stuff, but Jeremy's really coming to his own as a solid official, and Alan has officiated collegiately. He's done state championship games and all that stuff too as well. So really excited to see Alan and Jeremy Holmes do their thing and represent Kern County and Kern County Officials Association the right way.
Hey, and right on cue, they went and had a father-son chat while we're talking about him.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
no, they do a great job, and he is really turning into a fine official. Nice crew, all three of these gentlemen doing a good job tonight. Nice play. They get it to the right person at the right time. Back of the rim, doesn't go. A rebound, Gonzalez, and nice move. He'll go to the line. Edwards gets called for the foul.
And I think if you're West High right here, you try to find the positives that you can get in a game like this, and it's not going in your favor and you're down 31, but it's the little things. It's making the free throws. We talk about that often. It's making those open shots and doing those things, setting the right screens, running the right plays, doing the right mental things as these players get their playing time right now.
Great play, great steal. Oh, doggone, he was on the baseline. So Oscar Gonzalez still playing hard, still working.
Coach Ty Hammond calls him one of his captains, and he is, you know, you could see right here, just a great kid, always hustling. That's what he was known for, so definitely got to give him props for that.
Ziegler floats one up high to Edwards.
Probably could have gone up for the layup right there.
Wow. Jamal Chase, the junior. And Coach Martin has him down as a guard. Knox with a nice move.
Good defense by Edwards. His sister, Edwards' sister, plays on the girls' team, and she's just as solid, just as tough, just as athletic. Does a great job for the Lady Wolfpack.
Abneet Desi called for the foul. That wasn't easy when he climbed up two Vikings' shoulders to try to get that rebound. had the world famous, what, who, me, huh? The long bomb put up and still can't go. It doesn't help that the Vikings just can't get hot tonight either.
Yeah.
They haven't been able to make buckets. Wide open look. Mason now has it on the baseline. Dante Mason getting roughed up. Ziegler reaching in, and it'll be West High School basketball.
That's why I like Ziegler's game. He's still playing hard. They're up big right now. He's still playing defense, doing all those little things.
He's going up against the tank.
Yeah, and that's what I think Coach Martin wants to see from some of his players. He wants to see them continue to play hard on the defensive end. Big Pierre Morrison coming in right now. We saw him be a man-child against Frontier early on at the defensive end position in football.
Mason with a quick inbounds reception. Goes up, gets fouled. He'll go to the line. 2:14 left in the third quarter. And a 60-27 thumping right now as Dante misses the first of two.
I talked to Coach Hammond before the game, and he was saying that one thing they struggle with is shooting free throws, and we've seen them, those woes kind of continue on tonight. So that's things he's got to work on.
Oh, man, a fantastic pass by Walker. That was a beauty. He just pulled up and threw a one-handed, right-handed laser. Here he is again. Toss in the corner to Ziegler. He pulls the trigger. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Porter. Nice rebound. Got hit in the face by Desi. No call. Put back in there by Chase. Boy, Ridgeview is loaded with talent. Gonzalez comes in. Beautiful pass to Porter. Porter puts it up and in. Full court press. Walker in the corner. He's in trouble. And that will be a jump ball possession arrow. And it will be Ridgeview. So,
see, this is where Ziegler's got to come back and help. He's just standing at the half court right here watching his teammate get double teamed and trapped. He's got to come down there and help out as being one of the leaders on the team.
Chase to Desi. Desi said, that's my range. I got it. Can't get it to go. Oh, over the back, no call. Looking for it. Coach Hammond's looking for it. Doesn't happen. Ziegler has it. He pulls the long three. Doesn't get that to go. Rebound down low. Ends up in Desi's hands. He said, I got it.
Still crashing the rebounds. Oh, the Wolfpack.
Dearmore about to come back in for the Vikings. Gonzalez with a nice spin move. Pass over to Knox. Knox dribble. Can't dribble again. He's in trouble. Goes to Mason. No, Mason can't get it. Ends up in Walker's hands. Walker hard to the bucket. Lays it up and in. Uncontested through traffic. 66-30. All Ridgeview. Knox might take this three. He does. Doesn't go. Everybody battling for it, and it's going to be Wolfpack ball. 38.5 to go here in the third quarter. As we see Jamel Williams come in for Jamal Chase and his teammates, his family, everybody over there dapping him up. Hard work. Here comes Ziegler now that it's going to be 4-on-3. Stops at the elbow, pulls up, can't get it to go, but Pierre, oh goodness, underneath the bucket, can't get the one-footer, but how about this? A rebound put back up by Williams, he can't get it. Gonzalez comes in on his own. Desi with a hard foul. .9 remains here in the third quarter. Brandon Dean, the senior guard for the Wolfpack's going to come in and get some time. First shot goes in by Gonzalez. Here comes Brandon Dean. He checks in for Ziegler. Gonzalez, second. In and out, doesn't go. Walker down the far side. Left all alone. Pierre had the 2-footer, says, no, you take it, Jamel Williams, and hands it over to Jamel Williams. The long shot goes up, off the front of the rim, and at the end of 3, 68-31, a 37-point lead for the Ridgeview Wolfpack here on KernHighNetwork.com. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. We're just about to start the fourth quarter here. Vance Palm, Kyle Wiley, Kevin Willie. Certainly want to thank our great sponsors here for the Kern High Network, Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, Raymond's Trophies, Premier Liney, Pav Solar and Communication, and of course, we could never go anywhere without thanking Tony's Pizza and the United States Army. Thank you, everybody. Starting the fourth quarter, and it is all Ridgeview right now. So Coach Hammond's wanting a quick talk, and he's got Daniels back in the game. Gonzalez, quick pass to the corner. Good look out there by Davis. In and out doesn't go. Rebound, Wolfpack. Desi, this might be a dunk, but it's a nice lay-in there by Rohan Walker. Mason fouled on the way in, so Jamel Williams.
Two freight trades going at it right there. Wow.
Well, an elbow to Mason's face, and he kind of shook it off like, eh. Quick substitution, Knox in for Daniels. And he takes the shot, the 3, and it looks good, and it is good. Now Walker, goodness. They call the travel call. So they came up with a traveling call. It was most likely a double dribble call. They got with the traveling no matter what. And how about the long bomb getting put up here by Davis? That doesn't go. Rebound, Wolfpack. Dean will bring it down, hand it off to Walker. Walker hard to the hole. Walker floats up just a hair short. Rebound, Gonzalez. Here comes the fast break. Gonzalez looking for a guy to throw it to. Says, I got it. Lays it up himself. Can't get it to go. Follow, rebound, put back. Knox. Knox with another bucket.
Knox has had a solid game tonight, made a lot of points.
Dean throws it away, and it's knocked down by Davis. The bank's open at 8:15 on Tuesday night.
Sean Davis, just a freshman.
They're going to say back court on Brandon Dean.
I want to recognize the administrations on both schools, too, as well. Principal Terry Bernardin at West High School, with Ryan Coleman and Fabian Buckner as the assistant principals, and Nick Onandia as the dean of students right there. Scott Davison as the athletic director, do a wonderful job. Steve Holmes at Ridgeview, Drew Parker. Steve Holmes, the principal at Ridgeview, Drew Parker, Kendra Weiser, the assistant principals that help that school do what it does, and Mark Thompson is the athletic director, and Cheryl Thompson as the dean of students.
And I got to tell you, everybody, Kyle Wiley just rattled that off with 0 notes. I mean, he's got nothing in front of him, so very, very impressive. Thank you, Kyle. Now, can you quote the preamble of the United States, please?
We the people, in order to form a more perfect union. That's all I know right there.
You should have just stopped right there. I would have been super. I was already impressed.
Provide for the common defense.
It's hard to impress Kevin Willie, and he was even going. Even Kevin was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Eighth grade all over again.
Gary McGowan is in the ball game, and he was about to fall out of bounds, and so Mike Martin called the timeout. And Mike Martin wants to talk to some of his players that don't get a lot of time. And he's got them in there, but he's also got to coach them up and say, look, yeah, we're up 31, but I'm not going to accept ill-advised passes or putting yourself in tough spots like dribbling into corners. So with 5:49 to go here in the fourth quarter, we'll take this moment. Again, Kyle, let everybody know what you got going Thursday night.
Thursday night, big SSL. We haven't said that a lot, and it's sometimes a little bit difficult with our two SSL schools being on the outskirts of Bakersfield. But big SSL girls and boys soccer. Shafter Generals at Arvin Bears at Arvin High, and that'll be a fun time. Always like going to Arvin, picturesque in the Bear Mountains.
Well, it could be a foggy night.
It could be.
Keep your low beams on.
Absolutely.
No texting and driving. 5:49 to go in the fourth quarter. Friday night, we'll be in the Bakersfield High School historic gym as the Drillers welcome in the Centennial Golden Hawks. That place will be rocking. Inbounds pass to McGowan. McGowan put it over in Gonzalez's hands. Dean goes up, has it batted away. Fast break Vikings, and Dearmore can't keep up with it.
And watching that, both BHS and Centennial, I think the game will be over in about 35 minutes. How fast-paced that game gets going after a while. And I think these moments are so crucial and critical for Coach Martin, because you never know who you have at the end of the bench that you can put in a time where they could do something, be a little spark plug. And they're trying to find their rhythm right now as a third unit. I'd say, besides Desi, who is on the second team consistently, a lot of these guys are probably on the third team or the fourth team. Don't see a ton of minutes, but these are valuable.
And for Coach Hammonds as well. He's trying to work a young team. Like I talked to him before the game, and he said, Vance, we're going to be good next year. And any minute in the future, like as we progress into each season, he's got a lot of young kids. JV team pulled off a big win tonight. An action-packed win against Ridgeview.
Their freshman team.
They've got like 5 freshmen starting for the JV team. So, yes, Coach Hammond looking to the future.
Their freshman team hurled up a half quarter to tie it, and it ended in a tie, 42-42 earlier tonight. So I agree with you. I think West High, this is a growing off of the success that they've had in the past.
Brandon Dean, stop, pulls the trigger, comes up, and off the back of the rim doesn't go. Porter keeps it alive long enough for Knox to pull it down to the near side right here. Kicks it back into Sarton's hands. Under 5 to go here. The long ball put up by Davis. The freshman drops it in. Nice little give and go. Doesn't happen. Rebound in there by Wells. Sarton decides to pull the trigger. Does that go? It does not. Ball batted away. It's going to be Ridgeview basketball. 4:32 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
We got to remember that number 23 for the West High Vikings, Sean Davis, is just a freshman. And he's hit some threes tonight, but I think he needs to learn to find that rhythm on the varsity level, because if we just remember, just about a year ago he was playing in 8th grade gyms across here, and now he's playing on the varsity stage, which is a big jump from one to the next, especially when you play teams like the Ridgeview Wolfpack.
Knox behind the back puts it in. Nice follow as well by Wells. So the pressure getting put on by the Vikings. 4:04 left. We've seen some historic comebacks from Coach Hammonds and his Vikings, but it's not going to happen this time. Coach Martin's seen enough, and he's going in with a full 5-on-5 cycle. His starters all coming back in. He's seen some of his yeoman-like performance players get some time, and it says, okay, I don't like what I see. And even harder work by Knox. I'm really impressed by Avern Knox.
And Knox, a junior too as well, will be back next year. So these are valuable minutes that he has going on right here.
Ziegler back in. He's got Sarton on him. Ziegler goes 1-on-2, 1-on-3, 1-on-4, puts the shot up. And that foul is going to be on Wells. So 3:44 remains here in the fourth quarter. Once again, thank you to Kern Schools Federal Credit Union. Thank you to Pav Solar and Electric and Solar and Premier Lighting. Thank you, Premier Lighting. Thank you to the United States Army. Thank you to Raymond's Trophies. Thank you to Tony's Pizza, our Tony's Pizza player of the game tonight. It's not a foregone conclusion of who we're going to choose just yet.
We also got to give a big shout out to the superintendency. They've really supported what we're doing at the Kern High Network, from Dr. Brian Schaefer, our superintendent, to Dr. Brenda Lewis, the associate superintendent of instruction, Dr. Dean McGee, the associate superintendent of innovative programs. Those three have been really behind what we're doing, not only as a live streaming effort, but the Achieve magazine that's out and about.
Harold Hartridge with a big dunk.
And you look over at McCall, enjoying what he just saw from Hartridge right there. Justin McCall enjoying that.
Jump ball, possession arrow, Wolfpack. Full court press, still getting put on by the Vikings. Missed layup. And great hustle on there by Davis. 3:04 remains here in this fourth quarter. It has been all Wolfpack right now. Vikings basketball.
Big road win right here for the Ridgeview Wolfpack. I mean, they're sending a message tonight that the SYL, the South Yosemite League, is going to come through Ridgeview.
Porter working.
Yeah.
I agree wholeheartedly. I'm just watching Aaron Porter. He's had kind of a frustrating night, a couple of 3-second calls because they weren't getting him the rock quick enough, but he just keeps on working. If you can get a 6'5", 245-pound senior to keep working all night when you're down by 25 or whatever that is, that's a great sign. Have the big fella not quit playing. And he drops the first free throw in. Go ahead, big boy.
No, I just say it just sends a message to the rest of your team that some of your starters and your best players are going to continue to play hard as long as they possibly can.
Second one doesn't go. Jim and Tara has the rebound. Knox all over him. Great defense down low by Wells, and Knox lost his shoe for a second. He still doesn't have it on. There, he gets it on quickly. Ziegler actually got shut down there by Davis. Nice job by the freshman, and that is really impressive. See these West High Viking guards still putting the pressure on. You got Malik Alvarez. He's guarding Hartridge. Now you've got the freshman Davis guarding Ziegler. Ziegler not bothered. How about this? Long three pull, did not look good. Rebound Vikings. Ball batted away by Hartridge. Hartridge comes up, lays it up, and in. Coach Martin still putting on the full court pressure. Davis, the pass, and that'll be a foul on the floor. Foul on Jim and Tara. Very, very impressive night for Coach Martin and his Wolfpack. See Coach Hammonds go down and kind of talk to some of his players on the bench. Keep them plugged in, keep them dialed in. Coach Hammonds got talent. And now we see Porter's cut. So Alvarez has got to come in as Porter's bleeding.
One thing I'm curious about this Ridgeview Wolfpack, Tim, you got to remember they're D1 now. And so they got they had a brutal offseason schedule because they knew that come playoff team, it was going to be D1 move that as they won the D2 Valley Championship last year, win the D2 Valley Championship 2 years ago.
As you were talking, I'm watching Ziegler and Malik Alvarez go at it. Ziegler got called for an offensive foul. Away from the ball right now, I'm watching Malik Alvarez. He's a junior guard for the West High Vikings, and he is jawing with one of the better guards in the entire central section, Lavelle Ziegler. And I think Coach Martin has picked up on all of that, and he says, you know what, this is all, we're done.
Yeah.
I've got 5 more guys going in right now. And that'll do it for the starting 5, or the core of the starting 5 for the Wolfpack. They are finished 74-46. They come off a nice round of applause from their fans and their family members. Put on a great show tonight. Really did a great job, not just putting the ball in the hole, but also defensively. At the line, the freshman, Sean Davis. (74-47). All Ridgeview. Walker still wants more, and that'll be a travel. Tony's Pizza Player of the Game. What do you think, Kyle?
I go with the guy that made the engine go. Lavelle Ziegler had a pretty amazing game, and he really is the glue that really led this team to the blowout victory. So I go with Lavelle Ziegler. We're going to bring K-Dub-1 on.
Yeah.
Well,
can you multitask K-Dub-1?
I trust that Vance is going to make the right decision. So I'm going to put my 2 cents in for Hartridge.
Woo! Rohan Walker.
Because he was out there working hard, making a lot of shots. I didn't count him up like you guys did, but.
And here comes, look at this, Chase. Chase gets the dunk.
I don't know, you could almost give it to anybody on this team.
Half a minute left. Foul as Davis tries to work towards the hole. 25.8 left. Boy, I like Jim Intera. I like Hartridge, Nick Edwards with a couple of big dunks as well. Tonight, I'm going to go with the chalk and give the Tony's Pizza Player of the Game to Lavelle Ziegler. And in concurrence with what Kyle talks about as far as the driving force in that offense, pulling 2 or 3 guys on him to break the press, teammates waiting for passes underneath the hole for slam dunks. He also shot very well. I don't think he missed a free throw. And had this been an 80-80 game or a 79-48 game, Lavelle Ziegler is going to be the man you want to have the ball in his hands. So I like your thinking, Kevin. Some great play by Hartridge and Walker. Although he had a lot of turnovers, still played well. But our Tony's Pizza Player of the Game tonight, Lavelle Ziegler. And that might do it right there. I think Coach Hammonds is going to make sure his guys are off ball. 79-48. Looks like that might be the final score. And that'll do it. Big win by the Wolfpack. A 31-point win for the Wolfpack. And for Kyle Wiley, Kevin Willey, I'm Vance Palm. Hope you enjoyed tonight on the KernHighNetwork.com. We will be back Thursday night. Girls soccer starts first, then boys soccer out at Arvin as they host the Shafter Generals. And then Friday night, we will be back here inside basketball gyms at Bakersfield High School. The Drillers hosting the Centennial Golden Hawks. For everybody in the Kern High School District and KernHighNetwork.com, have a blessed evening. Good night. God bless.